Why this guitar again? Well, it's awesome. I made a video on it where I was initially just like doing you know, like first impressions, like I do with many of these like cheap guitars. Except this one isn't a super cheap one, but it's not expensive. So this is the Harley Benton ST Modern HH Plus. That means this is a Stratocaster type body with 2 humbuckers, and the plus probably just means that it's like a nice version of the guitar. It's in Seafoam Green, which I think is awesome. So the thing is, since I did that other video, I have taken the guitar, I have straightened the neck, I have lowered the action, I have checked the intonation, and the guitar is just so good. I have to tell you, it's good. I guess it's just gonna be a little bit of regurgitating the same information as before, mixed with some playing and just reiterating that this is a great guitar. One thing about the previous video is that I hadn't checked how this bridge worked. The thing about this guitar is that it has this Babicz bridge, which is really nice. Thing is, it looks a bit different than most of these types of bridges. The thing about the action is that it took me a while to figure it out. I had to Google it. Inside of each of these saddles, there's like a thing that rolls, and that adjusts the height of the string. So you have to like loosen one part and then adjust the other one to like set the height of the string. So once I did that, I managed to get the action not super low, but like moderately low, which softened the guitar up to make it a lot nicer to play. It is just awesome. So I just want to tell you guys that it's great, and if you want to go get one, I have affiliate links below. It helps me out to review more stuff. Let's just check out some tones. So I'm gonna go with some clean tones here. Bridge pickup is nice. These are some Tesla pickups. I haven't yet Googled where they're from, but like this is what Harley Benton is using in some of their like nicer guitars. I have another one coming in soon which has active Tesla pickups, so it'll be interesting to see how good they are. Maybe they can compete with like the likes of EMG or something. They can be coil split, so that gives you the versatility of humbucker sound versus single coil sound. Alright, enough of that, let's go for some higher gain tones. Obviously, like I said before, this would be like the Blink-182 guitar, except with 2 pickups instead of 1. So I think you can kind of like go for that pop punk kind of aesthetic and sound if you want. But you got the neck pickup as well, so if you want to go for, you know, fatter clean tones or something like that, you've got the option. But you know, guys like Tom DeLonge in Blink-182, he just uses the bridge and that's it. My favorite Blink album is Enema of the State, so that's pretty much like the only album I know any riffs from. So pardon that if you're a fan of like other stuff, but that's just, I think that's like their best album from start to finish. So. So I'm gonna go for a single coil tone, which will fit this song, which I can't remember the name. I just remember the riffs. Playing this guitar is so fun. It's just really great. Just to go briefly over some specs that I mentioned in the previous video, it's got locking tuners, that's always a great thing. It's got this roasted neck, which means it's stable, it looks good, it feels nice, it's not sticky. The shape of the guitar is classic, pickups are great, hardware is great. Good guitar, just needs a little bit of setup from the box, not that much. It's pretty close to being, you know, very, very good right out of the box, so yeah. So what's the point of this video? Like I said in the beginning, I love the guitar so much that I had to kind of like emphasize my recommendation. So I guess there's a lot of like cheap budget guitars out there and many of them are great. Usually they need a lot of setup to make them great for the money. This one is, I would say, an average like double the price of these, you know, cheaper Harley Benton guitars, which is still not that much. It's something like 350 like US dollars, 350, 60 euros, something like that. So that means not a cheap guitar, but still, if you get one, it's really good for the price. If you are, or if you know a beginner, if you're getting someone a guitar that is a beginner or like has one of those cheap guitars but wants to level up like a little bit, I would say that with this guitar you will level up quite a lot for the money. So that's why I'm recommending it, because I just remember as myself being a beginner like over 20 years ago. I borrowed a guitar from a friend, which I have no idea what it even was. It was some kind of like a Yamaha Les Paul-ish looking guitar, I think. Maybe not even that. And like, I just wanted to play, and I was just learning these like simple songs. For example, you know, Blink-182 stuff. I was learning some like, when I say Iron Maiden, I mean like the more simple stuff, like the simple riffs instead of like the solos and stuff like that. So I was learning like simple things just to like get going. Pop, punk music, Green Day, Blink, that kind of stuff, because it's not the most complex things, but it's very satisfying to play, especially with a good guitar. So I would say that this guitar would be awesome for that bedroom beginner guitarist, or even for those that are more advanced, who have played for longer and just like a solid rock guitar. If you want to go for something heavier, which I always do, it does that. Awesome guitar, recommend it. Affiliate links below, Sonic cams below, Instagram, check that out. If you like, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. Hope to see you in another video.